Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm here in a little nook in my house because I am just getting back. I am back in Amsterdam and I have my boyfriend is sleeping at the moment and the cleaner is coming in soon. So I chose this little space so we wouldn't be disturbed. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something I said in one of my last week's talk about consciousness and who do I think I am and who do we think we are. Well, I've been thinking about since a very long time. I've been thinking about who am I and what is my existence. If I have free will, which I've been learning that I do have free will, is that I can sit and I can observe my thoughts and realize like that I am not those thoughts. I'm something else that's behind me. And I've always felt like that there was something else other than this, the connections that we have with people, which I believe teaches me a lot about myself. But in my profession, I have succeeded a lot in my profession, as a lot of you know, and I have followed my dreams, and they have all come true. Basically, and I have other dreams that I want to dream, but I started to look at my own reality as something maybe concrete and something more secure, and I couldn't really find that outside of myself. Say for instance, the things that I had achieved in my life, like sports. I achieved all those. I had won titles and awards. I became a professional dancer, and I became a professional teacher, a professional choreographer. I stage ballets by a famous choreographer, and I am realizing that I realized by achieving those goals that I still had some kind of so-called pain or suffering. And what I had learned basically is that once you succeed, once you get over there, you'll feel so much better, and you will have everybody will love you for what you have achieved and what you've done. But that didn't make much sense to me. It has never really made sense to me at the end of the day, and something that I try to so-called get when I achieve something is temporary, and the success that I experience outside of myself and the things that I achieve was temporary. And I always felt connection with people, and that was the most rewarding thing for me. And maybe perhaps like relationships with people really taught me so much about myself. But then I started to discover that over time I also adapted myself so other people could feel better in their own skin, forgetting about myself. So I started to look at my own existence, and I started to realize that I had many coincidences in my life and a lot of serendipity, synchronicity, and which is coincidence. But I started to realize that a lot of things came true in my life. And with these coincidences, I started to look at them as more proof and more that I had a certain power of intention that was creating my reality, if you will. So I started to recognize little things that were happening in my life that were causing me to be aware of something miraculous. Say, if I was listening to a song, or if I was thinking about a song, not listening, but I was thinking about a song, and the song would come on in a store, or even on my phone, or something, or started streaming, or I would be talking about it, and I would walk into a restaurant or something like that, and the song would be on. And that happened so much more often that I started to recognize that it is something quite miraculous for me, so that meant a lot to me. And I had something about coins once in my life. I was finding coins all the time, and I really enjoyed finding the coins around the city, or even in my house behind the couch, at my family's house, or on the street, or in the tram, or this happened so often that it was something that actually brought some kind of joy to me. They're very little, subtle little things that the universe, I realized by recognizing all this, that I saw it so much that it started to become kind of ridiculous over time. So also, like, I would be thinking about somebody and the phone would ring, or I would get a message by that person, and I have not thought about them maybe in a couple years, or I don't know. So these situations started to become very, very meaningful for me, and I started to look at life this way. So there are a lot of stories. I started keeping journals about my so-called coincidences, and they became more or less what encouraged me to make certain decisions in my life and to live outside of what I thought were the security of being a certain way would bring me. And so existence, when I experienced these little things, my existence started to open up, or something started to open up, and I started to look at things in a totally different way. And also because I had achieved so much in my life, in my profession that I love dearly so much, and I had the passion for that, I saw that it worked for me. And that's why, one of the reasons why I share this is because I believe that we can be and do and have anything in our lives. And one day I found, I came upon a channel called Abraham Hicks. And when I did this, Abraham Hicks is a channel, and she channels blocks of thought. And I am totally, I was totally floored when I found this information, or these books by these people, or these talks by these people, because everything that they were saying basically was my existence and the power of my own intention, and realizing that my emotions was creating my reality. I started to let go of what I thought was my reality and what I thought I needed to do to achieve or to feel this way or feel certain things. I would feel safer, and that never really happened when I achieved these things. So I started to look at my life, my existence, more of a power of intention way of how I related to my thoughts, and how my thoughts were creating my reality, or my emotions that gave power to certain thoughts. And that was joy. Joy was something very natural to me, and that I was experiencing in my life, and that when I found that I was in a more happier place, then a lot of things started to manifest, and beautiful relationships started to blossom. My chosen profession started to open up to me, and I started to achieve certain things. So that's basically how I live my life these days, and I never know what is going to be coming, because I'm open to possibilities of synchronicity and coincidence that is showing me a different way, instead of me thinking out what I need to do. And so I'm a people person as I realize and I grow. I've always been that way, and I love the connection with people, and I think that I've made that my most valuable way of living my life, is connecting with people and having compassion, because that's basically what I give myself. And when I have that, I'm in a better feeling place with myself, and I feel much more, well, I accept what is, and I'm on the stick from happiness to sadness. I'm more happy, and when I'm in a more happier space, then more things come or manifest. And that's why I choose to live my life, which is a natural sense, because it feels very good for me to relate to people. So I want to find ways of being able to express, because I want to express this to myself, because I know it to be my truth. And there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of maybe techniques or things that can bring you to realize more and more about who you are, and having compassion and joy and allowing all your emotions to arise and fall. I realize that the more I'm in a space of gratitude and love, then things come more beautiful, and life is much more happier for me to experience, I guess you would say. So my desire is to be able to find beyond the human drama. I may talk about the human drama because I feel sometimes I am human, of course. I don't know how that may sound a little bit weird, but yeah, I want to find ways of being able to express this and to share that more with you. And so I may go back and forth with this as I experience this in my life, and but I do want to share that. And I do think that we have an intention inside of us that will create anything that we want in our lives. And I am realizing that there are a lot of channels, a lot of books that I will be sharing in the future, and my response to that. And I have journals actually of my coincidences. If you experience any coincidence in your life, I don't believe that there is such a thing as coincidence, then start becoming aware of them and realize that the power of your own self is miraculous, absolutely miraculous. And I experience that, and I want everyone else to experience that, or I desire that, because I just want more of a peaceful world. And I think that everything that you thought that you are not, because you cannot think what you are, if that makes any sense to you. So I leave you with that this Monday, and I wish you a beautiful day. And I gotta get around here and take care of myself as I got in my house as I get home. So I wish you a beautiful day. Remember that the astonishing power of your emotions create your reality. And the better position or better feeling place that you can be in, wherever you stand in your moment, in the moment, is the best thing we can do for the world. And I think it's incredible. And I'm going to share that, and I'm going to go through this with myself and share it on my channel. So I'll be talking about those things, and I don't know how or what, but I'm going to do it. Okay, have a great day again. Bye-bye. Much love, and I love every one of you. Have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.